Hello. Greetings all. Just making sure we got everything done here. Field apps. Just gonna mute my. Demonics, what's up? Just working on something real quick. Just a quick thing and then I'll be done. I'm having a pretty good day. Got an early start and then took a nap and then overslept. So, charger. It's like pad thai, but you can't eat it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Stream manager. Okay. There's that. Is there anything else? Let's do a quick check of the audio, aka mic check. There. Sounds good. Alright, so we're just going to pick up where we left off last time with nothing. Oh, jeez, dude. Gotta hate the deep roads. No elf route. It's like the one thing that goes into everything. Aw, should we go forward? Like survival horror. Survival horror, Dragon Age. We ran out of stuff. Now we just gotta push forward without it because they were in the deep roads. Right. Yeah. No, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Let's just go check up here real quick while people are trickling in. Trickling. But I got a way early start anyways. I woke up at like 3 and couldn't go back to sleep. So it was just kind of more of like I just kind of got up and started doing stuff and then ate breakfast. And right around 8, I was like, oh, you know, it's a few hours still stream. Oh my god. Do you see this? Horrifying. Pure, utter horror. Day of the That was mildly unnerving. Skin 'em. Skin 'em. I'm gonna make a face mask. Jeez Louise. Blowout of the controller. I had a problem with stick drift for a long time. I don't want to speak too early because this one's been doing me alright, but I've been putting it away instead of leaving it out. I think like cat dander and hair and stuff was getting down where the analog sticks meet the sensors and giving me some pretty tremendous stick drift. It was very obnoxious. I really hope I don't have to deal with that again. Oh, hold up. There's a lot here. Righteous. Okay. Need some compressed air and some contact cleaner. Should fix that. That's what everybody says. Compressed air. Yeah. I've been nervous to do that because I don't want to like blow the stuff deeper into the controller. But everybody's saying that that's the solution. So. Let's go back up here for a quickie. This Deep Roads Expeditions, Hadrian Tig, Lower Bridge. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? With these new PlayStation controllers, I'll have to figure out how to get the faceplate off. They're not really made to be taken apart by not professionals. Deep Expeditions, Hadrian Tig. There we go. The Inquisition has identified an ancient dwarven ruin near the Darkspawn nests at the bottom of Hadrian Tig. A bridge could be built to access this ruin. Our troops know how to handle Darkspawn that might threaten the construction efforts. Oh yeah, I've already done this, sort of. Yeah. Yeah. At some point, we gotta just sort of. I don't know, man. At some point, we might have to just accept that us PlayStation players are in an abusive relationship. The construction team completed a bridge near the Darkspawn Nest in the ruins of Hadron Teig that will allow Inquisition forces to explore the ancient dwarven ruin at the bottom of the cavern. Make sure to be well equipped for a fight. Or didn't I just unlock another one by... I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, they really are. I don't know. I really don't like Microsoft's obsession with making things exclusive. You know, you want to know what I'm like just the most pissed about? Literally, just the most pissed. Um, Hold on a second. Do I really just want to? Do I really want to make a trip to Skyhold? I think I do. I need some elf fruit. I really need some ding dang elf fruit. Do I have to go to Skyhold for that though? I think there's a merchant in Crestwood. Uh, yeah. So there was a game once upon a time that came out as a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it. I know it's probably like a tremendous waste of money, but I'm just gonna buy like a bunch of elf fruit to get me through the deep roads, and then I'll come back and do all. I'm usually pretty good at collecting crafting materials, but uh, where we got the what? Are you serious? It's the one they don't
That
have.
dragon would have turned its eyes on us if you hadn't stopped it. Thank you.
What? Let's go to Kaer Brannock. Black Emporium. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I should have just gone to the Black Emporium. Should have just gone to the Black Emporium.
Another time.
Where is the merchant? Oh, over here. Oh. Oh, okay. I just didn't see her. Elf fruit. Here we go. So, okay, it buys one at a time. So, let me think. We're gonna do. I've already done one. So, I'm gonna buy. Fast as fuck, boy. Fast as fuck, boy. That much. $171. So definitely 40 plus. But they go by quick, because literally, like, all of these potions use elf fruit. I've already passed myself, haven't I? Yep, okay. Everybody's topped up. Anything else? No, I don't think so. Lego. Lego. To that camp. Yeah, the other potions are pretty essential. I think the most essential one is the regeneration potion. Lyrium potions are good to have with mages because sometimes, like, I need that res now, and he's not the stamina's not done regenerating, so you just take a lyrium potion, and then you're able to use whatever spell I need. I'm able to use whatever spell I need to use. So that place is right here. And then rock armor is a good one to have on anybody who doesn't generate guard naturally or doesn't generate guard enough. Because they can just pop a rock armor potion and have a full thing of guard instantly. Mighty offense is pretty necessary, especially with the trial that I have on right now, which we were dealing with yesterday. Mighty offense just pretty much doubles their damage for a short period of time. Does a bunch of different things, increases crit chance, a lot of different things. Yeah, yeah. I am working on getting all the schematics. Pretty much all of my gold does go to getting schematics. That's the first time I've bought really anything other than starting equipment at the beginning of the game, and I cannot see the ground here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so pretty much the only money that I've spent on anything other than schematics was at the beginning of the game to get starting equipment, and then that elf fruit that I just got. Especially buying the schematics from the Black Emporium. When you start buying the schematics from the Black Emporium, money goes by quick. Some of those schematics are like 17,000 pieces. Pieces of 8. No! 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 Yeah, and then that's not even talking about the schematics of Legend, which I have yet to even start on. Blood-stained ancient Josh, what's up, Josh? Hope you're doing all right. Blood-stained gears. I guess I'm just gonna have to go deeper to find those. That's what she said. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to go further in. I can't stop. Yes, all is well. We're just getting started. Pretty much just getting started. Nothing over here, huh? Okay. Summerstone. Okay. Well, let's talk to the peeps. Valta. Valta? Oh, you won't talk to me, Valta? Wait, nobody will talk to me? What? What? Do I have to go back up to the first... There we go.
A trust Valta, Inquisitor. You
You seem quite excited by the idea that these titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the titans?
Thanks for the insight.
My plan.
We'll speak.
Lieutenant
I've
Wren.
been meaning to ask, Inquisitor. Skyhold, how does it... well... hold in the sky?
The old fall into the sky routine.
How do you keep it from floating away?
It's built into a mountain.
Held by the stone, then.
Held by the stone, then, he says.
Shaper Valta said you're a veteran of the Blight.
I was a wet-nosed recruit.
But you survived.
Swing your axe long enough, you're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up a few stories.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll have the time and ale to tell them.
Most of Ren's stories end with decapitation.
I'm an efficient guy.
A historian and a soldier. That's an unlikely friendship.
What makes you think we're friends?
The bickering.
Fair enough. Valta's got the stones of a silent sister. Doesn't mean I won't give her a hard time.
I'd like to know more about the Legion of the Dead.
The Legion's pretty straightforward. We keep the Darkspawn out of Orzammar, and we're sodding good at it. Becoming a Legionnaire is a lifelong oath, one that can't be broken. We celebrate our own funerals before coming to the Deep Roads. As far as our families in Orzammar are concerned, we're already dead. Hence the name.
That's quite the commitment.
It isn't a glamorous life. Every Legionnaire has their own reasons for joining. From the common criminal to the deep lord with illusions of grandeur. All are accepted.
What about you? Why did you join?
I had a responsibility.
Thanks for your time.
Snickies. You come up here begging for petting, and then you choose violence. Why? Alright. What? Into the Abyss. Yeah, so I've been thinking about trying to figure out how to put some games, like in the chat. Epic music. Yes, yeah. You can kind of see, I don't know if Trevor Morris did the soundtrack for Anthem, but there's something about the Descent DLC that really kind of reminds me of Anthem's, the Descent DLCs.
What was that?
What was what?
Something moved. There. Light a torch.
So I can see us coming? Just stay close.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, yeah, there's something about the Descent DLC's soundtrack that reminds me of Anthem's. Oh, the eyes in the dark.
The air is different. Stale.
We've gone past the deep rolls.
How can you tell? It's pitch black.
I can feel it.
Try to see if I can see them.
Nothing's stopping us from going back up.
We're not going back up.
Spooky
Just a
indeed. Look at
suggestion.
all the eyes. They just keep popping up. Spookums time. Whoa. And then, oh
Stay
man,
together.
this is...
It's easy to get lost down here.
Just keep running into walls. I keep running into walls. Yes, the bad feels. Just got done having a conversation with this guy.
Show yourselves.
Boom.
Ren!
Barriers up, everybody. Come on now.
Not at all.
No!
Ah, look at that face. That's what I want Bianca to look like. I want Bianca to be able to do that too. I want her to be able to just blow through people's armor. There it needs to be that. That's exactly right. What exactly are we doing, everybody? This guy, that guy, right there, you kill him. That's what you do. Are you serious? Can we get some business? Thank you. Join the stone. Strengthen her.
You deserved better. Ren never wanted this life. He was a cobbler, a good one. He joined the Legion to pay his father's debts. It kept his mother and brother from losing their caste. The poor and desperate here often sacrifice themselves for their family's future.
Ren was a good man. We'll honor his sacrifice.
He always seemed...
Disney! What up?
armor on these warriors. There's lyrium woven directly into the metal, and it's bonded to their skin. Impossible to remove, but I know what we'd find underneath. These are dwarves. Ren was killed by our own kind.
All it took was a single strike. Ren never had a chance.
The bolt was glowing. Their weapons could also have been infused with lyrium.
We chillin' indeed.
I won't leave Ren like this. We must return him to the stone. Thrust Tonsha Saroka.
Lyrium dwarves. Yep. It's kind of cool how,
I promise.
you know, in like ancient Nordic mythology and stuff like that, dwarves, the Dwergar, which
Anything
aren't
standing
really,
between us and the Titan will regret it.
which aren't really like the sort of hard categories that we imagine in fantasy. But I digress. They are. It's crazy. They're like maggots that kind of feed on the skull of Ymir, which is like the world, right? The world was made out of the skull of this frost giant that Odin killed. The first frost giant, like the first frost giant that Odin killed. And then Dragon Age comes in with this really weird and very cool interpretation of things like that, where the dwarves, like these things, I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember, Brynshahal or something like that. They're essentially like the OG dwarves, and you look into how the dwarves relate to the elves. You look into how the dwarves relate to the elves and the ancient history of the elves and how the elves discovered the dwarves. They're basically like not parasites living off of the Titans, but like forms of consciousness that the Titans invented to explore themselves and understand themselves, or at least that's kind of my interpretation. They're almost like automatons. They're almost like golems in a way, which starts to make you think about why it's so easy to turn dwarves into golems. Are dwarves the only people that can turn into golems? But they were almost created like automatons, and these people, if not 100% a vision of ancient dwarves, like the first dwarves, these people are kind of an image. Yes, yeah, they were. That is true. Oh, look at this. They were volunteers. Some were prisoners, but that wasn't until later. All of the original golems, once the Anvil of the Void was made, the technology to make golems was discovered. Come on, give me. There we go. The original golems were volunteers, and then later on, prisoners began being used, and that's when Carradine, the inventor of the golem technology, said no more, and sealed off the Anvil of the Void from being used by Origins. That's like a whole freaking plot, you know, in Dragon Age Origins. But more kind of something that I was talking about more along the lines of like why are dwarves able to be turned into golems? And like we never see any golems made from other people, and the only ones that we do see made from other peoples in Thedas are the golems of Amgarak, which are like made with blood magic and are mainly flesh beings.
This is like the Wall of Memories in Orzammar, but ancient.
Shale
Very
is dope.
ancient.
Shale is very
The
dope.
words seem based in Dwarven, but I barely recognize this dialect.
Can you translate any of it?
Only fragments. The language is very different from what we speak today. This word keeps appearing. Shaper Valta.
Shaper Valta,
I
that's what
believe
they're
it
called.
means revered defenders.
What needs to be protected all the way down here?
Isatanal. Isatanal. Cut our tongues, entomb our bodies, watch over the Titan until it stirs. So the warriors who attacked us must be the Shabertal, and they're protecting a Titan.
Are you all right, Volta?
I can hear Ren's objections. Let's keep moving. If more of these memories exist, they may have the answers we need.
But yeah, so it's kind of suspicious how most golems are dwarves, and then the only time that we try to make golems out of other people, it goes horribly wrong. You know what I mean? And then you start to think to yourself, like, what is it about dwarves that makes them so prone, so susceptible to being turned into golems like that? And you start to look into the lore, and you start to realize, like, oh, because dwarves, like, were kind of golems already. That's my theory, anyways. My theory is that dwarves were, like the Shabertal, they were pretty much just like beings of delirium. That the Titans essentially sort of made, or maybe evolved out of the Titans. Chicken or the egg situation. Never gonna know the real truth, but like they either were made by the Titans or they evolved to kind of inhabit the Titans, and then the elves discovered them, and in the process of killing Titans, because we later figure out that and now we're about to figure out, of course, and then there's Dagna. Dagna here in Inquisition is like super weird. Dagna's got some sort of weird magic shit going on here. And then you also have the magic that Scout Harding is about to have in Dragon Age Inquisition, which she's already been confirmed to have magic, some sort of magic ability in Dragon Age the Veilguard. So more and more is coming out about the true nature of dwarves, and I think that it's because the dwarves were beings of Lyrium, like I said, created or evolved to inhabit the Titans, and they were dependent on the Titans for consciousness, almost like a hive mind, like the Titans or the queens and the dwarves or the worker bees, carving out the ways through the stone. And then the elves came in and killed Titans for the orbs. I don't know. I hope I'm not. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of stuff that we haven't figured out in the game yet. But it's really interesting once you start to look into it that the dwarves are so much more magical than anybody has believed up until this point. Like, the Descent DLC is probably one of the most important DLCs to play if you're a lore nerd. Yeah, that's Dagna. That's Dagna. She's our Arcanist here in Skyhold. Or here in Inquisition, I mean. Yeah, it's definitely different. It's not like they're just mages. It's not like they're just... Yeah, you're right. It's not like they're just mages. Um, it's not the same kind of magic system that mages have access to. And that's kind of what makes it interesting. Ooh. Oh. That's kind of what makes it interesting. Like, what exactly can they do? And we know it has something to do with lyrium. We know it has something to do with dreams. The dwarves are more resistant to the effects of lyrium. We've known that since Origins. Let me get this level up real quick. With everybody, actually. Just everybody. I feel like Winter's Grasp would be a good one for Solus. I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of getting abilities to get passives, honestly. Just passive hunting. I'm not really trying to get the abilities that I'm spending points on. At least with Solus. Counter-Strike. You push yourself to the limit, gaining full guard and taunting all nearby enemies. While the ability is active, you automatically counter all melee attacks. Sure. We need to put that somewhere. We'll just put it right there because that hold the line ability is kind of stupid anyways. Or at least I haven't really discovered how to use it properly. One of the two. You've mastered the proper placement of spikes and levers. When you spring any kind of trap, your enemies feel it. Opportunity knocks. When an ally critically hits, you take advantage of their success faster with reduced cooldown times. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Do that one. Do that one. Right. Well, we have enough gears to go back and do that door, but I want to find the next camp. Resistant to lyrium, but being able to sense it, the elven lore, though. Especially the lore that Solus speaks. Yes, right. With regards to the Titan hearts and the orbs and everything like that. And that's what I think separated the dwarves from the Titan. The dwarves that would become the dwarves of Orzammar from the Shaper Valta was they're the ones whose Titans were killed and they were severed and they became individuals. They were released from the hive mind, you know what I mean? That's my theory anyways.
My guess is another earthquake that hits when we're halfway across the bridge.
Watch your step.
Oh, not an earthquake.
That wasn't a quake. Someone sabotaged the bridge, and we don't have time to fix it.
Someone does not wish to be disturbed. There must be another way.
There. That ledge. We can reach it if we're careful.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let's just... Not enchantment. Hello, Ziga. Not enchantment. Oh yeah, that is a good point, too. Sandal, too. We weren't even thinking about Sandal demonics. What's up with that fucking guy? You know, yet another dwarf with weird magic power, weird unexplained magic powers. It was Sandal. What if Sandal's a Titan? What if Sandal's the Maker?
Look there, more ancient carvings.
Aye, but these seem to be about the Titan. It shapes the stone. It is the stone.
He did. It was,
It
yep.
sculpts the world within
Not enchantment.
and without.
So it's a Shaper of the Stone, like you.
This implies that the Titans are actually sculptors, and our world is their clay.
If Titans shaped the stone, could they have actually created it?
The stone must have existed first.
Then the Titans would be the very first children of the stone.
That would have huge implications for my people.
Wouldn't something that can sculpt the world have to be rather enormous?
It is called a Titan.
If Titans can purposely reshape the world, the earthquakes could be the way they sculpt the stone.
But the quakes are destructive. Titans would mold the world, not smash it to pieces.
Depending on your perspective, change can be violent.
But if this is true, how could it be missing from the memories of Orzammar? Why would someone erase such an integral part of our history?
Let's answer that after we stop the earthquakes.
The rhythm is louder than ever. We're close.
Like, what if Valta reconnecting is going to start the process of reconnecting all dwarves to the Titan that we meet in this DLC? You know what I mean? Like, what if it's like if Sandal is that powerful, you know what I mean? Like you just said. Oh, here we go with the vista. Hold on. Let's not interrupt this moment. This is dope. B-roll. If/when I make a rid.
I just became the most popular dwarf in the Merchants Guild.
All these lyrium veins, and they're completely untapped.
The Shabratol must mine lyrium somewhere. Their weapons and armor are laced with it.
Unless they found another way to harness it.
Yeah. So anyways, if Sandal is that powerful, and we're about to, Scout Harding is about to start getting access to that dwarven magic, and if we're to assume that the same magic Sandal has access to is the magic of the same magic that Valta gets, then did Sandal discover and connect to a Titan as a baby before he was found by Bodon Fedek? We don't know what happened to him before he was found by Bodon Fedek. Bodon just said that he found him behind some weird door. So what if Sandal, what if Sandal's a Shabratol baby? You know what I mean? Or something like that. And is it a good thing that Valta kind of goes crazy at the end. She's not an enemy by any means, but she kind of goes crazy. He does downplay the whole thing, which is really strange. And Valta kind of goes a little crazy at the end. Becomes very antisocial and nonverbal towards the end after a couple of war table missions.
I see no evidence of darkspawn here.
Maybe they know better than to come down this far.
Let's just be grateful.
But there must be a reason they avoid this place.
And then I don't know, I'm just kind of questioning if it's a good thing, you know, like the dwarves. If dwarves Yes, kind of like Sandal in a way, right? And it's like, if dwarves are reconnecting to the Titan that we found here, are they going to lose themselves? You know what I mean? Like, are they all going to become automatons of the Titan? What's going to happen to Scout Harding? Scout Harding's a surface dwarf born and raised. She was never even she never even lived in Orzammar. What about Barrett? You know what I mean? So somehow the Titan is beginning to be able to influence people beyond the stone, too. Even sky-touched dwarves with very little stone sins are still coming under the effect. Maybe this whole DLC could have been a trigger for her. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's gotta be linked somehow. The only time we've ever seen dwarves get magic is when Valta connects the Titan. So it has to be linked. There's just no other explanation. As a fan of the series, I just don't see any other explanation.
This weapon of theirs cut through the barrier, but was destroyed in the effort.
Let's keep gathering their weapons. There may be more barriers ahead.
Boop. Nose boop. Wall falls down. I'm gonna die. They're gonna take me down. They're gonna take me down. Oh my god. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Barrier. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No way.
Aren't deep stalkers. What do they eat to survive?
Probably best not to think about that too much.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Archers, bane of my existence. Yeah, I think you did. Whoa! Oh, okay. Lots of gold, that's for sure. We're coming out of the deep roads rich, which is actually usually the case. What a waste. I didn't know that they were going to be that easy. What a waste. Is there more of them? No, there's just that one. What? How did I end up here? Just like what Bilbo says. If you don't keep your feet, there's no telling where you'll be swept off to. I think if I keep going that way, then yeah. I'm just gonna follow where I was. Let's take a regeneration potion. I couldn't see the floor, so I didn't know if there even was one. You know, I just gotta say, while we're just chilling out right now, I just gotta be honest. I am super grateful for you guys. Thank you for following. Thanks for subscribing and checking things out.
Only those who believe may cross. Subtle.
Thanks for following. Thanks for joining. Thanks for sticking around. You guys are amazing. You're helping me get to affiliate, and just seriously from the bottom of my heart, thank you for popping into these streams. Just super grateful to have people like you in the chat to talk to. So awesome. Yeah. You, Demonics, Zigga, Miss, Maple Miss. I don't think she's hopped in today, but he or she. I don't think I actually know. And also Destiny as well. Thank you guys. You are the OGs.
Words are carved into the stone. Only those who believe may cross.
This is it, Bo. This is the king. This is the King Nug. What? Dude. Only those who believe may cross. Do you have to jump? No? Wait. Are you serious? No! Only those who believe. What? That's what this is, right? Bro. Only those who believe. It's gotta be like one of those things, right? Invisible flooring. I'm not crazy. In front of the stone. Hey! There it is. There it is. There it is. I knew it. I knew it was just, yeah, finicky.
The alternative would have been messy.
The alternative was messy. Twice. This is it, bro. Look at it. Too bad Ren didn't live to see the King of the Nugs.
Offerings.
Cheese. Knock, 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 knock. He's wearing the Viscount crown from Dragon Age 2 as well. Kneel and pay tribute.
Are you putting me on trial?
He just squeaked. The Inquisitor just spoke.
I'm feeling
Nug.
very judged.
The Nug King. Is there anything here to get, or is that just it? I think that's just it. Which that is enough, I suppose. That is its own reward. Well, guys, we did it. If the Inquisition does nothing else, we discovered the Nug King. Indeed. Yeah, that's the thing with DLCs. You can really tell that a lot of times in DLCs, you can really tell that the teams, the development teams, were kind of allowed to have a little fun with the DLCs. A lot of times they'll have stuff like that, Easter eggs, throwbacks, and then a lot of times they just have, like, I don't know how to describe it other than to just say that they did. That they just have, like, these elements in them that just show off, like, what the team could do once they really learned what kind of game they were making. Oh, shit. What? Oh, okay. Whoa, silverites. Nice. I really want to find the next camp. Is there a thing for it? Yes. That's where I came from, right? Yeah. Sometimes these maps get a little mazy. What's that? Oh, it's up there. It's up there. Can we get up there? I think we have to keep going. I think we have to go a little further to get up there. Yeah.
patrol has traveled down here.
Yeah, right.
The first to travel this far.
I also think that the Witcher DLCs are pretty stellar as far as DLCs are concerned. Blood and Wine and the Hearts of Stone DLC. I think if you're gonna look at DLC and you're gonna be like, okay, this right here is not part of the main game. This is a DLC. Hey, Tai Chi, it's going well. Thanks for tuning in. Haven't figured out the Streamlabs stuff yet, but I'm working on it. I have some other things going on this weekend that took precedence. But the Blood and Wine DLC and the Hearts of Stone DLC, no spoils. Not gonna spoil them. Okay, but I will say that they are solidly not part of the core experience of the Witcher games. I could hear an argument for Blood and Wine. But they are kind of the best example of what DLCs can be. Kosho Kaichi, thank you. Really appreciate all of that. Willingness to help, your expertise, all of that. But yeah, the Blood and Wine DLC, or the Witcher 3 DLCs are all really good examples of what DLCs can be. Expansions on the game, worthy of being there while not necessarily being part of the main experience. Which is not always done. Sometimes parts of the main, like we talked about yesterday, parts of the main experience end up getting put in DLCs because money issues, money stuff, really. I'm not seeing where that thing is. I think it's probably above me, but it's just not highlighting.
Now this is interesting.
Yeah, dude, it's a freaking ocean. It's a freaking underwater ocean. Underwater ocean. Underground ocean. Pretty unreal, love it. Yeah. This is probably the best the deep roads have ever looked in Dragon Age. I usually dread the deep roads because they're so fucking boring. And tedious. Claustrophobic, even. But, the deep roads have never looked better than they do in the Distant DLC. Even in the upper parts of the deep roads. A lot of empty space, but the empty space adds to the ambience, the grandness, the grandiosity. Here we are. The way Alright, so I think it's high time that we make ourselves... Where... Hold on, where's the camp? We keep moving further away from the camp, and I don't like it. Because I need to go back. Oh, there is a fast travel point right there. Duh. Okay. Make our way back up here. Anything over here? No. Okay. Inquisition scouts have identified a location in the Forgotten Caverns where a construction team could build a bridge to replace the one previously destroyed, granting access to the other side of the chasm. A team that is familiar with this kind of construction and is not afraid of heights. Let's keep the scouts there to watch for whatever or whoever destroyed the original bridge. With a squad of soldiers accompanying the construction team, we would be prepared for whatever is across the chasm. I mean, sure, we'll go with colon. The construction team has completed a bridge in the Forgotten Caverns to replace the destroyed one, allowing Inquisition forces to explore the other side of the chasm. The Inquisition has identified several Kratal dens in the caves near the entrance to the Bastion of the Pure. An experienced group of hunters could return with a stockpile of hides for sale and cull the Kratal population in the process. Our best sharpshooters will make short work of these beasts. Sure. The Inquisition has identified a location near the entrance of the Bastion of the Pure where a construction team could build a bridge that grants access to a vantage point from which to scout the area. My scouts will watch all approaches during the bridge's construction and then proceed immediately to the vantage point. The construction team has completed a bridge in the Bastion of the Pure that will allow Inquisition forces to scout a previously inaccessible vantage point. The Inquisition has identified a location where a construction team could clear a collapsed tunnel to grant access to an unexplored cave in the Bastion of the Pure. Rubble will be a good team-building exercise. Sappers may know much about clearing rubble as about creating it. I could negotiate with the mining cast in Orzammar for carts to clear rock from the tunnel even faster. The construction team has finished clearing a tunnel that will allow Inquisition forces to explore an uncharted cave in the Bastion of the Pure. Sweet. Sweet. Hey, the quartermaster's gone here. That's weird. Sweet. Go to that camp. Oh, shit. About to run off the edge. Come on. Oh my god. Whatever. You open sesame. Yeah, man, I knew I was I knew I was forgetting something. Motherfuck. Let's just see if we can. How many grays do we have? Lots of them. Lots of them. Oh my gosh, I really don't want to. I do this every time. $29. At 29. Okay. Dude, didn't I just unlock an expedition? Didn't I, like, just unlock an expedition? It was over here somewhere. Whatever, dude. I think that's happened a couple of times. I feel like I've unlocked expeditions and then they're just not there. No, not that. Okay. This one, again. Oh, what a dreary day here in Kentucky. Rainy autumn day. I do hold the Staff of Ra. And I'm gonna make a better one as soon as I can, once I get the schematics for it. I really wish the schematics scaled a little bit better. I don't understand why there's damage caps on schematics. I just, to me, that just doesn't make any sense. Miserable the past couple of days. Thunderstorms and all. Yeah, it's been a rainy one. It's been a rainy week. Ooh, nice. Bianca arms upgrade. Get all the good Bianca upgrades here, which I guess makes sense. Just kind of makes sense. Just kind of makes sense. Now we go back down. But yeah, I think in some ways it kind of undermines some of the crafting. For the crafting materials to be so heavily, I don't know, in my opinion, to be so heavily kind of hampered. Like for instance, the Staff of the Dragon. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people paid money for that. I think pretty much everybody paid money to get the Staff of the Dragon. And it goes out of the power curve early on in the game, and it's like, dude, just let the damage be determined by. Let the damage scaling be determined by the rarity of the crafting material you're using, just like every other Dragon Age game has done. If I'm using Dragon Bone, then it doesn't matter what schematic I should be using. It should be max damage, because I only get Dragon Bone from, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, that frustrates me a little bit. I don't like how the game caps schematics so harshly. Not even halfway through the hinterlands, seriously. I mean, that's true. Not even halfway through the hinterlands. And most of the DLC paid promotional material is done. It's fallen under the power curve, and you can't even. That's what I'm saying. It would be one thing for the base items to go out of the power curve, but for the schematics to go out of the power curve, that's a problem. That's a problem as far as I'm concerned. Cleared cave. Yeah, but even then, the schematics themselves have level caps. Like, I could put Dragon Bone on a certain schematic. I don't know if it's the same way on PC. It might be different on PC, but from the UI that I've seen anyways, with the crafting, certain schematics, you can use Dragon Bone for it, and the max damage that it's going to do is like 86. You know what I mean? Even for, like, quote-unquote legendary items. They did kind of do that in Dragon Age 2. To a lesser extent, it was mostly actually with the armors. It was mostly actually with the armors, but besides Hawk, the main character, you couldn't change your companion's armor, but you could get them upgrades for their armor. And yeah, that was kind of like how that works. But you're talking about weapons too, so you can kind of like, what do you mean? Like, I think I've probably played Fable 3 a long time ago, but I'm not really sure if I'm understanding right. But is it like the weapons themselves are upgradable over time as well? Kind of like the Leviathan axe and the Blades of Chaos from the God of War games, the new God of War games. That's pretty cool. I do something similar with one of my D&D campaigns that I'm DMing. One of my players, I kind of handle equipment and loot as a DM a little differently depending on what the player wants. So I have one player who really wants a lot of improvisation. I have one player who just wants new stuff, just cares about the novelty of getting a new thing. So that's one player. And then I have another player who's kind of who has like their iconic weapons, and they want their weapons to grow alongside them, kind of like what you guys are talking about, I'm thinking, if I'm understanding correctly. And then I have another player who's kind of like a medium between those two. Like, he wants new weapons, but he kind of wants like new iconic weapons, kind of like the way that you get weapons in like the OG God of War games, where they're new and but they're not just like plus one longsword, plus two longsword. They're more like this weapon serves a different role in combat than anything that you have access to besides. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm really explaining that way, but I'm very, very flexible when it comes to like how equipment is used, and I really like how I'm doing it with the iconic weapons one. His name is he's an elf with 2 scimitars, a longbow, a short bow. Kind of like if you've ever played Ghost of Tsushima, kind of like essentially the Ghost of Tsushima kit. Yeah, so he's basically got, so instead of changing weapons and upgrading his weapons over time, I have made a system where he's got like multiple experience systems with his scimitars, his two scimitars. One is that the scimitars themselves get perks over time and upgrade over time. And then the next one is that he actually develops styles as well. So he can kind of develop styles that add to his use of the scimitars. And then the final kind of progression system for his scimitars is he gets these things called blade songs, which is essentially like a base perk. He can only have one. Yes, living blades, living weapons. They're moon blades is what they're called. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like D&D stuff, but there's these magic items called moon blades, and they kind of develop sentience over time, and it's like this whole thing. And there's a whole perk tree. It's actually a random table. It's actually a random table for when you give a player a Moonblade, but I said, fuck the randomness. I'm just gonna give him total control. I'm just gonna give him total control of the perks that he takes for his Moonblades. And they're essentially like passive perks. Like you can give the Moonblades different damage types. You can give the Moonblades advantage against certain enemies and stuff like that. It's like, yeah. What? Did I? I think I'm supposed to slide all the way down. Or just run all the way down. Okay. Anyways.
Nothing like these dwarves is mentioned anywhere in the memories. If I had been prepared, Ren might still be alive.
It's easy to blame ourselves when we lose a friend, Valta, but it's not your fault.
I'm so focused on the Titan. I didn't consider what else could be down here.
So here's my thing about balancing in D&D. I don't give a shit. I do give a shit, but as a DM, it's my responsibility to make sure fights are fun and balanced, right? So it's not so much. I think that how do I explain myself? If the players come out of a fight feeling like badasses, then my job has been complete, right? Like D&D is about fun. D&D is about free-form communal storytelling that is fun, engaging, and makes people feel the ways that they want to feel. So if my players want to have this like very real sense of death in this hardcore game, Dark Souls style, like hardcore game where death is just like waiting around every corner, then that's the kind of game that I'll make. But that's not the kind of games that my players want. And I've had very in-depth talks with them about what they're expecting out of D&D, and a lot of them are what they're really wanting is very particular styles of heroic fantasy. Very particular styles of power fantasy, but not really powerful. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Got it. Very particular styles of power fantasy, very particular styles of heroic fantasy, where death is real. It can happen, but it only happens in way. It's not just gonna. They're not gonna get just TPK'd by a party of wolves. You know what I mean? Like that's not what they want out of the fantasy, and that's not what I want to give them out of the fantasy. So if they come out of fights feeling like badasses because of the ways that they use their classes and their gear, then I feel like that's just good playing. Like that's not unbalanced, and it's my job to make sure that they're fighting things that make them feel challenged. It's not my job to kill them. It's my job to make them feel challenged and satisfied with the gaming experience that they get. And so, in a lot of ways, I don't really give a shit about balancing so much. And as far as what your specific question with regards to the capping of the blades and everything like that, I have put caps in place. Oh my god, Blackwall just went down for no freaking reason. I did put caps on it by... so no border flying rat. Oh no! I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down. Get me out of here. Help. So the cap with regards to the Moonblades is that he's only gonna get so many perks. Oh, it's tough. It's getting hairy. I think I can do it though. I think I can do it. I just gotta get ahead of them. I just gotta get their action economy down and let Valta take the aggro. Well, if Solus would... What is your deal, dude? Seriously? Why are you not resin? I don't think he's close enough. Get closer. Right there. Get up, boy. Get up, boy. Rock armor. Regeneration. Health. That's why I didn't grab that supply cache back there. I knew I was going to be facing these guys and this side passive way. So, anyways, as I was saying, the way I cap the Moonblades is that they only get, so, the player, Deegan, his name is Deegan, he only gets so many points. So he's only going to be able to get so many perks of the Moonblade, but he has the whole table to pick from, the whole quote-unquote random table to pick from with regards to the perks that he can get for his Moonblades. And I put similar caps on his Blade Songs and his styles, his fighting styles. He can only have one Blade Song active at a time, so the first Blade Song he's going to get is a Blade Song that allows him to give his weapons the Throne property, where he can throw them, and it's not just the Throne property, it's he can throw them and they'll come back to him, sort of like Thor's hammer style. And they don't, there's no damage there's no damage drop off. So he can throw his weapons and he can do the same amount of damage that he would do if he was just doing a regular melee attack. But he can only have one Blade Song active at a time. So if he gets another Blade Song that's a different benefit, then he'll have to switch out that Blade Song for another Blade Song. Same thing with it's really the same thing with his styles as well. So his fighting styles are elemental based. Not that they are elemental damage, but that I know. I can't get it. I have to figure out. I have to figure out how to get up to it. I think, or maybe. Hold on. Let me take another look at it. Is it just right here, maybe? Jump up. I don't know, it's kind of hard to fucking see. I can't see anything. Alright, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. Where's display? We are gonna turn up the brightness a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean all the way. Woo, look at that. Wow. That's ugly as hell, but we're just gonna keep it like this until I can feel my... There we go. There we go. Damn, she bright. She bright as hell, Bob. Okay, now we're going back down. So I think it should be the left side that's barely visible. Right there. It was actually probably a little too dark for the screen that I'm using anyways. So his fighting styles... Damn, she bright. That was so funny. His fighting styles are elemental based. Not that they give him elemental damage per se, but that they... he has like water style, earth style, fire style, and air style. And he's going to unlock those over the course of a solo adventure that I'm doing. I as a DM, I really like solo adventures, like one player, one DM. I think that that's just super fun, and you get to kind of have a more targeted experience to the player's desires than when you have like a whole party. Not that I never want to do whole party adventures, just that it in a lot of ways I kind of get a lot of enjoyment out of doing one-on-ones. But his fighting styles are going to give him different benefits, but he can only have one fighting style on at a time. The difference is that he can only change his blade songs at a long rest. And there's two different kinds of rests in D&D. There's short rests and there's long rests. Figure out where I am right now. Okay. There's two different kinds of rests in D&D. There's short rests and long rests. The rules as written, short rests are like 4 hours and long rests are 8 hours, but I don't do my short rests and long rests that way. I do short rests are 8 hours and long rests are over 24 hours. So you have to be in town, and it kind of facilitates downtime activities in a fun way. I think fun way, where we've had a lot of in D&D. It's kind of hard to get people to give a shit about downtime activities like doing jobs and stuff like that. Here's a supply cache that I needed. It's hard to get people to do... I know I'm missing something up here. Downtime activities and really like enjoy, you know, the act of shopping and not try to rush through shopping, not try to rush through doing jobs, not try to, rush through a lot of different things. Okay, so this is where that's at. I need to go back into that cave that I was in. Because the short and long rest mechanics kind of they just happen too quickly. The amount of hours it takes to do a short and long rest kind of put people in situations where we just slept, we're all healed up, let's go adventure more, instead of let's do these side quests, or let's do some downtime activities that are kind of important to building character in a narrative, you know, like freaking beach episodes in anime. Whoa, blood.
The bodies are still warm. Whoever's doing this can't be far.
Blood mage. Blood mage. So for his blade songs, Atar is his character's name, can only change his blade songs.
Another shrine.
I'm gonna save it. I don't know how tough this fight's gonna be. He can only change his blade songs on a short rest, which means that he has to be idle. He has to be down for at least 24 hours. He can change his style as an action, which means that he can do it in combat. And he can't change his Moonblade features. So there's the caps, you know what I mean? And as long as he's clever about the ways that he uses those short and long rests and stuff like that, if things turn out to be quote unquote unbalanced, then I consider that just the benefit of him being a real player and not a reflection of any of the mechanics being unnecessarily overpowered. Sorry for the long-winded answer. I hope that is something that you enjoy hearing about. Kind of heard about it for a long time. Seems to be a crunchy individual. Say mid to late campaign, he couldn't sacrifice something like a relic to do so. Well, it's D&D. It's not a video game, so there's not really the same. Bro, did you just go into a wall? Motherfucker, literally just go into a wall. Are you serious? Can I still hurt him? Oh, I can still hurt him. Shit. Well, at least I saved right beforehand. It is, so yeah, with regards to your question, it is D&D, so there's not really the same limitations on things that there would be in a video game. So if he wanted to, quote-unquote, do a respect the swords, not his ability. That's a good question, and I might have to put some thought into that with regards to the mechanics of the Moonblades, for sure, if he wants to respec them. I don't really anticipate him, he doesn't seem like the kind of person who would go back on a decision that he's made, and my immediate reaction is to say that there are no respecking the blades. I mean, they're just kind of, they get the perks that they get. And because the thing about the Moonblades lore-wise is that they develop a certain level of sentience the longer they are used by someone. And so to respect them would be to kind of infringe on that sentience a little bit. And so that's my initial thought, is to say, nah, there's not, I really just don't think that there should be even an allowance for respecting blades. That being said, if he came up with a good enough reason to do it, and we worked together to devise a way that is suitably epic enough to facilitate that, like finding a relic that can do a respec like that on a Moonblade, then yes. Right, that's what I'm saying, right, exactly. It wouldn't be like you just go to a shopkeeper and you buy a respecking amulet and then you can respec your Moonblades. It wouldn't be like that. It would have to be, in my opinion, it would have to be something a little bit more grand. And he would have to be doing it for a pretty good reason too. What if the blades get corrupted? You know what I mean? And he has to cleanse his blades, and that's how he respecs them. Like he loses all of the benefits that he's built up over time. He loses all of the benefits that he's built up over time, but he cleanses the blades of some sort of curse that's been laid on them, or something like that. So anything, that's the thing about D&D, you know what I mean? Anything can happen, literally, you know, anything can happen. There are no real limitations. There's limitations. The limitations put on the game are the limitations that I feel comfortable putting on the game. And I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm a pretty good DM. Like, I think I mean I don't know. I don't mean to brag, but I mean and I've been doing this for quite a long time now, and I think that I'm pretty freaking good at what I do. I mean, it's just it is what it is. Where are we at on health potions? Where are we at on health? Everybody good? Okay. We just got a bunch of armor. Let me check these armors out. Right, and it's not even a game world that I've created per se, because we're playing in a setting called Eberron, which is already a published D&D setting. So I'm really just kind of operating within the rules of the world given to me by the creators, which is a pretty wide range of play styles. Eberron as a setting is kind of made to be very malleable to the needs of the DM and the needs of the party. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take this. Take it, Solus. Blackwall, do you have anything that you can use other than sword and shield? Because you don't really do sword and shield, my dude. No. I'm not seeing anything. Oh man, our inventory's almost full too. And you're not changing your stuff. Kratal Vitar, nice. Cowl of the Pure. $32 versus $48. $269 versus $218. The good stuff, bro. This stuff is so good. $118 versus $218. I don't know if I can pass up 100-point increase to his armor rating. And it kind of looks like his armor in Trespasser too. $33 versus $32, so he doesn't even need the Helm of the Inquisitor. Revered Defender Helm. It's like one-shot campaigns don't have any friends that are interested. So you want to be a DM? Is what I'm hearing. Am I correct? Phew, 18 over 54, dude. No way. He's taking that helmet. Take that one. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's actually give him the Helm of the Inquisitor and give Varric the Revered Defender Helm. Sweet. Anything in here I can make use of? I don't think so. Maybe rings? Any rings? Staggering? Sure, I'll take staggering over sundering. We're good on health potions, so we can keep going a little bit. Knew that guy was coming for me. Well, if you're ever interested in playing in a campaign, getting to know the game from a player's perspective, which is always a good, very, very valid way of learning the game, and before becoming a DM. Becoming a DM and then becoming a player just kind of sets you up to be a forever DM, which is not great. I'm fine with it, but that's just because I have the personality for it. But trust me, I do get exhausted being the DM all the time. I'm always looking for opportunities to be a player. But if you're ever interested in playing, I have been thinking about starting up a start playing campaign, which start playing is essentially kind of like Uber Eats, but for D&D. You essentially pay. You can pay what functionally works as a subscription to a DM, a subscription to a campaign, and it can be based on whatever the DM's rates go. So DMs set their own rates on start playing, and you essentially pay a DM's subscription. And you get to play in their campaign. So I've been thinking about starting a start playing campaign, and kind of just looking for players for that, just as a way to bring in some cash. So I would probably keep my rates low because it's not like I'm some sort of like well-known celebrity pro DM or anything. I would probably keep my rates pretty low, just to want to bring in a little bit of cash. So if it's something that you're interested in, let me know. And the more interest that I find from maybe people here tuning into these streams, or maybe people who check out my D&D channel, The Story So Far on YouTube. Build a little group and maybe eventually have that start playing campaign. I've got plenty of material. I don't necessarily need to like buy anything. I'm not overly fond of VTTs, or not that I'm not fond of them, but just that I've never used one before, and I'm not experienced in the use of virtual tabletops, so it would be mainly theater of the mind, but I might definitely try to build that skill if it means getting people to join those campaigns. Just something I've been thinking about. Since I'm doing this full time and all, I don't want to overload myself, but I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's not like I'm bored by any means, but trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. What's gonna make money and what's not gonna make money. As a content creator, as a self-employed artiste. artist in multiple ways, actually. You know, with this, doing the streaming, doing the stories, and the story so far, doing the DMing, writing my own books. Gosh. Whoa, how am I invisible, bro? Is that an armor thing? That's a part of the armor? Must be. Yeah, I use D&D Beyond, which is very tenuous right now, depending on how Wizard of the Coast and Wizard of the Coast, publisher of the D&D subsidiary of Hasbro, they are. Why is this guy chasing me so hard, bro? Come on, seriously? Health potion. Get okay. All right. Everybody die right now. Everybody die. I don't care. Dude, why are we still fighting right now? It's so long. So yeah, I use D&D Beyond right now. It's not a virtual tabletop. I think they're trying to make a virtual tabletop, but I'm not overly interested in using it. What are we supposed to be doing right now? Like, are we just supposed to be killing them? Is it just a fight until they die sort of situation here? Yeah, I think you're right. Ooh. Black wall's down. She. Oh, get off. Oh, Solus is down. No. Oh my god, bro. No! Asshole! Get away! Dude, everybody's dead. What kind of horse shit? Solus, you better get up and get somebody up. Black wall's up. Put a health regen. Go get. Yes, thank you, Solus. Thank you, Solus. Barrier. Somebody kill that archer! Dude! Somebody kill that archer right now. This guy, right here. This guy, right here, needs to die, right now. Somebody else is dead. Barrick. Thank you for the sun. Got to get Soulless. Oh, another archer, bro. No, I don't have enough. This archer, where is Soulless? This archer took him out. Come on, get up, get up. Oh my god. Right now, right now, right now. Leave me. Thanks for joining in, Demonic. Thanks for the tab. I appreciate it. Where's the archer? Why is this so long, dude? This is ridiculous. Barrier! Get Barrick up. Thank you, Soulless. What? Everybody's dead? Why? Dude! Why is this taking so long? This is ridiculous! Why? This is unnecessary, dude! No way. No way! Lyrium! Barrier! Dude, no way! This is taking too long. Game, can I be done yet? Jesus. Exhausting, bro. Unnecessary. What? Where are you, stupid? Exhausting. More? There's fucking more. What? Why? Maple! What's up? Demonic was on earlier. I think he's just lurking right now. I think Zigga's on too. We had Destiny here earlier. I'm not really sure if she stuck around though. Playing with the emotes. The emotes are welcome here. Are you being for real with me right now? Why? 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 Feel free to play in the emotes. Oh, I like the head-banging kitty. I definitely like the head-banging kitty. Why do these guys keep coming? Yeah, the airplane duck's cute. It is cute. That one's like, hey kid, got any grapes? Oh my god, can we be done? Can we just be done? They just keep coming, dude. What is even the point of this? What is the point, BioWare? Stop it. This is ridiculous, dude. Is that what I had to do? Is that what I had to do? I had to pick up their freaking weapons, their earth shakers, whatever. I'm just gonna pick up gold while they kill these guys. They're only coming one at a time now. You're good. If it was a bot or something like that, I'd probably ban them, but you're good. Not bothering me at all. Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Any fun plans for the day? Not really. It's kind of a rainy day here. Been very rainy this week. So. Jeez Louise, bro. That was like just exhausting. Make sure to get the money. Did I level up? Yeah, okay. Level up, level. Combat clarity. The chaos of combat frightens some, but for you it's comfortable rhythm. Your mana regenerates faster when you're near hostile enemies. Do it. I was just thinking I needed a faster regen speed. Let's go ahead and get this camp set up here. Yeah, no, not really any plans today. Just gonna work. Just working. Maybe got some friends coming over later tonight. We'll see. Destroy that. And we should be able to get everything. One gray. Give me a gray. One.
The attacks are getting worse.
We must be getting close to whatever they're protecting.
Only the pure may pass. All others will be punished. Assuming the Shaper Valta are the pure,
We're the others who aren't allowed to pass.
could the earthquakes be the punishment?
You found Paragon Garal's book near a damaged lyrium mine. And the new earthquakes destroyed your mine.
But why would they want to destroy the lyrium mines?
I wonder what makes the warriors pure.
You spend long enough this far down, reason might not be your strong suit.
They do wear sealed armor to protect themselves from impurities?
Titans, the Shaper Valta. This could be more than anything we expected.
For all the Shaperit's knowledge, I know so little. This reads like a final warning. We must be nearing the source.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go whoop all the way back up. Dude, there's... Nah, man, I don't know. Inquisition... Gold, Influence Opal have returned with a number of quality Kratal hides ready for sale. Dope. Thanks. I love being people's entertainment while they clean. A tunnel cleared by the Inquisition in the Bastion of the Pure has revealed a cave rich with mineral resources. An expeditionary force could recover a large quantity of useful materials. Inquisition troops will guard the miners while they work. Oh, Cullen? Cullen's the only one who can do anything down here? Makes sense, I guess. No! Ugh. Give it back. Might have to take a trip to Skyhold. Ah, fuck it. I'm selling all that shit. Just sell it. I don't... If it would have come up it was gonna come up, it would have come up earlier. Where are we at on our inventory? 27? Let's do some weapon crafting. For Varric, aiming. Numero 4. We only get so many dragon scales, so I don't want to just go wasting them. But it does give a pretty good bonus to armor penetration. Alright. Scope. That was aiming. I don't think that the grip necessarily is going to change much, but the arms will. Definitely need to put some arms better. I want the highest damage possible, which is only possible with Dragon Bone. 104. What's the highest without 104? 96 looks like. Ugh. Gotta get some more Dragon Bone. Well, the least we can do is give him something to work with. Everite probably is going to be it. Everite. I kind of want to max out his armor penetration. So 30 is the highest that we can get, but we can only get it with Dawnstone. 25 with Bloodstone. But that does guard damage bonus. Let's do the 25% armor penetration. Crit dam. Aw, man. Quillback leather for crit damage, and then let's try to increase his crit chance by the most that we can do. 14. 14. 12. Looks like 14, but that's Great Bear Hide, which we don't have enough of. So 12 it is with Bear Hide. Okay. Alright, so we got some better aiming and some better arms for Bianca. Nice. Little bump to Bianca's damage output. Let's go sell those components that we just got rid of. Sell. Okay. All right. Let's go back down to the abyss. Actually, dude, we're missing gears. Where are we missing gears from in the ruins of Hadron Tig? We've been everywhere. That's the abyss. I don't know. I'll have to look later. Have to do a little look-sing later. Fire! Ah, part 2 of the great vistas of descent. Look at this.
Did the Shaper Valta build all this?
Or was it here before them?
Nothing over here. Doesn't look like.
Nothing should surprise me anymore. But this... Wait. The rhythm we followed. We've found the source. But not the Titan.
Ever since we came down here, the deep roads have felt different, organic. We've been looking for the Titan the wrong way. It isn't like us.
It's huge. Big enough to change the world around it.
We can't see the Titan because we're inside it.
Pretty fantastic. Yeah, wow, that's pretty crazy.
If I don't survive, Orzammar must know the truth.
I won't fall while Corypheus is still a threat.
spec the way that it was. But I'll keep the static cage the way that it is.
Those structures. Could there be a whole civilization in here?
A city within a titan. Incredible.
And the quakes haven't damaged it. They fight like fanatics. Aren't they afraid to die?
Perhaps they're the Titans' Legion of the Dead.
Don't say that.
No, just checking. Just a check. Luck favors the prepared.
Look, these are the only memories in this area. That phrase is the path of purity. And there's a reference to Titan's blood. It says the Shaper come here to drink it.
The Titan's blood must keep the Shaper alive and powerful.
But where is it? Unless... Lyrium. The Titan's blood is lyrium.
Every nation on the surface buys lyrium. Orzamar's entire economy is based on the trade.
This is bigger than any one nation.
We have to stop this!
saving. Black wall up. Dude. Get up, black wall. Oh my god, why does Blackwall suck so much? I literally do not know why he fucking sucks. Probably because they don't take their damn potions when I tell them to, but that's just, you know, whatever. Solus? What the hell, dude? Oh, did he just go down immediately? Oh, that's... Ah, no! Potion.
too loud. The song. Stop! It's all right.
You cast some kind of spell. That shouldn't be possible.
It wasn't a spell. It was an accident. Everything will be fine.
It looked like you were hit by raw lyrium during the battle.
Yes, it should have poisoned me, but I feel fine. Good, even.
You said the song was too loud. It was hurting you.
It was chaos. The rhythm I followed here, but magnified, overwhelming. But it is gone.
You almost killed me. What happens the next time you lash out?
I am in control. I would never harm you, Inquisitor.
We should get help. You may be injured or...
I feel better than I ever have. Stronger, more alive. The stone is silent. The rhythm has faded. And so have the tremors. But the song still echoes. It tells me things. The breach. That's what disturbed the Titan. It is calm now that it has a connection with one of its children. With me.
You said you were a child of the stone, not a child of the Titans.
I am not certain what I am. But the Titan recognized me. Like a parent hearing its child's voice.
Is this what happened at the Tig, where you found Paragon Garal's book?
Aye, but I do not know what disturbed the Titan then. The song may tell me, in time.
Was that the Titan? Did we kill it?
The Titan lives. This was an echo, a guardian, but you silenced it.
You were able to calm the Titan, but what happens next time?
Titans do not stir easily. It has been 1,000 years. Isana. It's our word for lyrium, and we are taught that it is a gift from the stone. But there's so much more to it than we ever imagined. I was sent to the deep roads to recover lost history. This is only the beginning. I am staying here.
If you stay here, where will you live? What will you eat?
I have my stone sense, and now so much more. I'll be safe.
The Shaper Valta killed Lieutenant Wren, and they're still down here. Aren't you afraid?
No. I am pure. I can defend myself.
The Titan is only the beginning. What else could there be?
The deep roads are filled with wonders. Answers to questions we haven't thought to ask.
You can't just decide to stay in this desolate place on a whim.
I know what I'm doing. The mine's collapse, Wren's death. It all happened to bring me here.
Nothing good ever happens in the deep roads. This won't be any different.
Who could she harm down here besides herself?
I am called to the Search, Inquisitor. This is where I belong.
I'm leaving with more questions than answers. But that doesn't mean you have to. Just be careful. The Shaper in Orzammar will want to know what happened to you.
Tell them the truth. You don't know.
Let's go.
Well, that's that, ladies and gentlemen. 2 episodes. Well, kind of 2.5 episodes. And that is the Descent DLC. Crazy.
She always comes back. Pay up, Soroka.
Don't back down. Enemies that hit you with melee attacks are staggered by recoil. Hail of arrows. You fire so quickly that enemies will swear there are at least 2 of you putting arrows into their ranks. While the ability is active, any archery ability you use is duplicated. Nice. There, it's better than poison weapons anyways. Earn with a bounty of mineral resources. Roads. Patrolling. Scouts report an increase in Shaper Valta activity in the region. If allowed to continue unchecked, they could present a threat to the Inquisition's interests. Armed patrols could be sent to keep them from taking over the area completely. Inquisition scouts supporting Legion of the Dead forces at the ruins of Hadron Tig report no contact with or sightings of Shaper Valta. However, a strange cry recently emanated from the Titan caverns, loud enough to be heard at the mining lift's campsite above. The cry's source remains unclear, but the voice was described as not belonging to either Beast or Darkspawn. Shaper Valta may be attempting to re-establish contact with her people, and may require assistance. Given the inherent dangers getting in and out of that location, a small reconnaissance team is best suited to search for Shaper Valta without attracting unwanted attention. The situation may be best handled by Orzammar itself. Let us ask the king to send forces from the Legion of the Dead to search for Shaper Valta. A search of the Titan caverns all the way to Shaper Valta's last known location turned up nothing but a few small groups of Shaper Valta, who were quickly dispatched. Valta seems to have disappeared deeper inside the Titan, but she was not the only one who has vanished. The gravesite of Lieutenant Wren was recently disturbed, and his remains are missing. It is not known who took his body or why. There have been no more cries from the Titan caverns. Inquisition scouts reported one final discovery. The tunnel to the wellspring no longer exists. Attempts to delve into the blank rock face result only in broken tools and little trace of the stone itself. On the stone itself. Somewhat nervously, but emphatically, the engineers recommend leaving it be. That Scout Harding right there? Yeah, interesting. Didn't realize that she got a place here. Sweet. Well, let's see what we can go get at the Black Emporium with all this money. Well, hold on just a second. Let's go to Val Royeaux first. Valroyo first. Just take the next few minutes to do some collecting, shopping, money spending.
From all we've heard, it seems Chancellor...
When it all cleared, she was still in charge. So what was the point?
You would not believe.
Buy that stuff, check this stuff. Okay. Well, hold on just a second. Okay, now we go to the Black Emporium. Whoa! Meriden. Oh, it's a song, isn't it? It's a new song to collect. Yeah, we can't talk to her, so it's just another song. Okay, so we're going to go to the Black Emporium. Because I've pretty much got all the decor that I want. Not that I won't buy it all, I'll just save my money until I'm done with things that are actually functional.
We had a visitor the other day. Turned out to be a Venatori.
Did he now? Whew, so much money. And it's about to be gone in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, man, we actually got through a lot of it. Oh, we got so close. We got so close. God, it's going to take so much money to get that stuff. We got 700 gold left. Don't think that there's any schematics.
To the monster under the floorboards.
Sweet. So now, let's go back to Skyhold. Does Varric have anything to say?
To talk about?
I read your...
That's a pretty common reaction.
Carry on.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf? You want to talk about me?
Thanks.
Okay. We'll talk about that lead later.
Would you guess?
Let's check out the war table real quick. Can't use Cullen. But I'm sure we've got something that Josephine and Liliana can do, even if it's just gathering materials. Aiding Kirkwall. Rebuilding efforts are progressing well, but there is little we can do about the Red Lyrium. It seems impossible to destroy. The gallows, where it is most concentrated, must be placed under quarantine. Our soldiers are handling it as we speak. : the Knight's Second. Delicate negotiations. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat, after all, and had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Orlesians are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way toward an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Callan had, as thanks for the Inquisition for what the Inquisition helped create. Sister Liliana. The hero of Ferelden made contact. She left a letter to deliver to the Inquisitor. As well as goods from her travels that might be of use. We have included them in this missive. Yours in service, Sister Regine. Sister Regine, or however you pronounce that in French. Missing assassin. Not a 9-minute one. Death of Good Sir Ruth. That's a good long one. An escort is simple. I could arrange to note her exact path should you wish to recover. I suggest an invitation over an escort. Our dwarven contacts would welcome the chance to bolster their forces. Okay, so that's a good one for Josephine. Unmask those across the sea. If our investigations have any hope of succeeding, we'll have to strike hard and fast before they even know we're looking. A coordinated effort hitting all leads we have at once. Do it.
Let's see what we have.
Liliana. Okay, so next thing's next. We got What Pride Had Wrought. What Pride Has Wrought is the next thing to do. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for today. Ladies, gentlemen, all who lieth betwixt. We are going to end it for today. Thanks for sticking around, if indeed you still have. I hope you'll follow and turn on notifications to know when we go live. And go ahead and follow me on my socials if you want to see pictures of my cats and regular updates on kind of things going on in my life and whatnot. I am on Instagram, Threads, and Reddit as Chronic_Kitch08. And if you want to see the archives of these Let's Plays, then you can find them on YouTube at Chronic Kitch. And without further ado, thanks for sticking around, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.